welcome to the garage. Today we're going to be putting on jack pucks, and I got a little bit of information that some people may not tell you about these. There's a couple of things during the install that I haven't seen people talk about, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. So stick around, sit back, enjoy the show. So we're toward the front of the car. This is the first oval slot. There's another one here that's quite a bit smaller, and then a round hole over here. It's the larger slotted hole you're going to want to use. Now you can see I cleaned this off because we don't want to tighten down a puck onto a dirty surface. That's one thing I haven't seen other videos do, is tell you to clean it. Go ahead and clean it. It only takes a second, and it could possibly prevent it from loosening up or any other kind of issues, but it should be clean. Two clean surfaces tightened together. So I got these pucks from Paragon, and it's not my favorite. These are individually sold. I did not get the kit because the kit said lift here and the other side said Corvette. They were like $25 more for a set of 4, and I'd rather have it say lift here in a couple different places. My only thing is I wish I could have got blue, because I think blue would stand out underneath the car a little better than say red on an orange car. It's just my opinion, but I also prefer the 2 screw style because they're easier to install, and I'll explain that in a minute. These are good, 5/8 thick, not like some of the Amazon ones that are only 1/2 inch. So I like them a little bit thicker in case the jack that I'm using, I don't know what you call it, the lift bowl or whatever, is especially deep. The teeth on that don't bite in to the area underneath the car. So I went ahead and got these. They're more expensive. Now you can get the Amazon ones or the other ones that have the 2 screw. I actually like that style because if one screw loosens, the other one's hopefully holding it tight enough until you figure it out. This is a little more easier to come out, but we're going to use blue Loctite on the screw as recommended, and we'll show you how to install this. What I'm trying to explain. So this is the part of the foot that rests on the top of the frame, but this square area here, that goes inside the slot. That portion there is actually going to sit inside that oval, and it's really easy to get this kind of off to one side where the oval will only sit on maybe this circle. So let me show you what it'll look like. If you have the foot high enough on the screw, when you put it in there and you turn it and you drop it down, you can see that it's fully seated and in the proper position for tightening. If you don't do it this way, you could get it cocked off to the side like that and tighten it up and it won't work. Or you can get it like that, where the foot is on the round portion and not the square. Now, this is kind of at a slight angle anyway, this flat area. It's not perfectly parallel to the ground, which I didn't know until I got the other pucks on. So keep that in mind. Just because the pucks don't look perfectly parallel to the floor when you put it down, doesn't mean you did it wrong. See that? It's actually sitting down in the slot. If you don't have it like that and you go to tighten it, it's going to bend the bolt and it could come loose. So you do have some leeway where you can slide this. Obviously it moves in the slot, and you'll just have to decide kind of where you want it. But all you have to do is pull on that puck and it'll stay at the 90 degree because that square inside the slot, keeps it from rotating as you tighten it. So just pull on the puck and tighten it up. So the Allen key is a 5/32, or you can use a 4mm, but the bolt is a 1/4 20 by 1.25 inches long. I believe they're stainless steel. You can usually find them at your local hardware store. If you want to get something else, it's a little bit tight for me to turn because some of the blue Loctite is kind of already set up. But now you can set that lift here wherever you want and go ahead and give it a little tight. Like that. It's probably good. And I'm going to tighten to 90 inch-pounds with the 5/32. That's plenty tight. So we're here at the back wheel, and this slot right here is what you're wanting. I can actually see where somebody's lift was on this before. There's a round ring there. So that is the only oval slot in the back that I see. It's kind of a round one further down here a little bit, but pretty easy to find. We're going to go ahead and clean that off with the Windex, just like we did with the others, and get this one mounted. That was probably hard for you to see because my big fat hand was in the way. All right, that's it. They're all there. All right. Well, that's really it. It's not a hard install. Just make sure the surfaces are clean, and you don't have to torque that screw if you don't want. Just make it good and tight with some blue thread locker on there. Make sure that square portion of that foot is inside the slot of the receiver on the frame, and you'll be good. So that's it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you got something out of it, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. We'll have more C8 content here shortly. Until next time.